Boris Johnson has said the regime of Kim Jong-un is responsible for the crisis over North Korea's nuclear program and must now fix it. In a series of posting on his Twitter feed, the Foreign Secretary said Britain was working with the United States and allies in the region to find a diplomatic solution to the standoff between Pyongyang and Washington. The North Korean regime is the cause of this problem and they must fix it. Boris Johnson at Boris Johnson, August 12, 2017. The international community is shoulder to shoulder in ensuring North Korea stops its aggressive acts. Boris Johnson at Boris Johnson, August 12, 2017. We are working with the U.S. and our partners in the region to bring this crisis to a diplomatic end. Boris Johnson at Boris Johnson, August 12, 2017. Johnson's intervention came as Chinese President Xi Jinping appealed to both sides for calm amid fears the worsening war of words between North Korea and the U.S. could lead to a military conflict with catastrophic consequences for the region, the Press Association reported. In a telephone conversation with Donald Trump, he urged both sides to avoid words or actions that could worsen the situation. The Americans have been pressing China to pressure North Korea into abandoning its nuclear program amid fears that it is close to developing a missile which could hit the U.S. mainland. State-run China Central Television quoted Xi as telling the president that the relevant parties must maintain restraint and avoid words and deeds that would exacerbate the tension on the Korean peninsula. STR via Getty Images. Boris Johnson said the regime of Kim Jong-un is responsible for the crisis over North Korea's nuclear program. The call followed the latest barrage of threats from Trump, declaring the U.S. military forces were locked and loaded and warning Kim he will regret it fast if he takes any action against U.S. territories or allies. The crisis blew up following the disclosure that U.S. intelligence analysts had concluded North Korean scientists had developed a nuclear warhead small enough to fit on a ballistic missile. It prompted Trump to warn that he would unleash fire and fury on North Korea if it did not stop its threats to the U.S. Pyongyang responded by announcing plans for a series of missile test firings towards the U.S. Pacific Island territory of Guam, the home to two major U.S. military bases. Despite the increasingly bellicose statements, Trump's comments did not appear to be backed by significant military mobilization on either side of the Pacific, while a discreet diplomatic back channel with the regime is reported to remain open. As a precaution, Japan has deployed missile defense batteries under the path a North Korean missile might take. However, life on the streets of the North Korean capital, Pyongyang, is reported to remain calm. Related